Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the world famous. No, I'm just joking. No, welcome back to the TikTok. Um, how y'all doing? I'm hanging in there best I can. I mean, it's a lot going on, as y'all can see. But I'm gonna go straight into it. Election. Well, some people voting early already, whatever. But election day is 8 days away. Listen, there's a lot of different issues out there where people care about, but this particular issue, listen, I'm not a woman, but let me jog y'all memory real quick. We about to go back to 1994, so 30 years ago. There was a movie that was created called A Time to Kill. No, I'm not trying to incite any violence, but stars Samuel L. Jackson, Matthew McConaughey, Sandra Bullock, Charles S. Dutton, and some others. Now, in this movie, those of you who saw the movie, you know what I'm about to get at. And this incident in the movie, this scene happened almost immediately. I want to say within 10 minutes of the movie starting. Samuel L. Jackson and his wife sent one of their children, just so happens to be their daughter, to the store. Her name was Tanya. She went to the store to get groceries. She was walking back home, and unfortunately, two disgusting, evil, nasty-ass dudes hopped out of their truck, assaulted her, and forced themselves on her. They took turns doing what they was doing, and when they were finished, when she got to the hospital, got to the doctor, she was beat up so bad and abused so bad that the doctor told her she'll never be able to be a mother. Now, granted, this is a movie, but stuff like this actually happens for real. So she didn't end up pregnant. But this is the thing, y'all. There are 20 states right now that if a woman wants to have an abortion, whether it's for medical reasons or her personal choice, there are 20 states where the doctors are not allowed to do that, because if they do that, they can go to jail. And these doctors are, most of them have families. They're not trying to be locked up away from their families. They want to help, but they can't. So basically what I'm getting at is, if you're going to vote right, you're going to vote red. I mean, that's your choice. But all of you who going to vote red, that issue alone should be enough to make you leave that alone. Because all of you who gonna vote red, and some of y'all are women too, that's the kicker, but you have a daughter, you have an auntie, you have a sister, you have a cousin, you have a mother, you have a grandmother, you have a friend, best friend, whatever you have a coworker, you have a neighbor, somebody they could be in that situation. Nobody deserves to be sexually assaulted, right? And nobody should ever have to be in a situation to where they decide if they want to keep the baby or not. Now, obviously, medical reasons, that's a whole nother animal. But even for medical reasons, these doctors aren't allowed to help. So if you give 45 one more round, it's going to be worse than last time. Go look at Project 2025. It's like 900 pages of stuff. I haven't looked at all 900 pages. I'm going to be real with you. But just go look at some of the pages. If some of y'all, some of y'all already voted. Many of y'all voted for him, but listen to me. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Kamala either, but for the sake of your daughters, your loved ones, don't let this orange dude get back in. Because this is the thing. You may not have been sexually assaulted, or somebody you may know hasn't been, but unfortunately it can happen to any female on any given day. And I don't want to speak that into existence for nobody. But, and I'm sure some of you listening right now, unfortunately that may have happened to you. But if the woman doesn't want to keep the child, she shouldn't be forced to keep it. I mean, yeah, she can, she can give it up for adoption. But the amount of strain and stress that her body will go through, the mental trauma she's on top of that, is too much for anybody. Not everybody's strong enough to deal with that. And, it's a woman's body, should be her choice, right? But if you really look at it, the history of this country, the men who make the laws and control stuff in this country, right? they're like basically the main ones who trying to change stuff now. So you can pick on me all you want to, say what you want in the comments, I don't care. But let's be real. Do you love your daughter? Do you love your sister? Do you love your mother? Do you love your auntie? Do you love your grandmother? Huh? Do you love your wife? Because unfortunately, some people who, they have a husband, but then they're out and about and somebody harms them. And their husband wasn't around to protect them or save them. So what's it going to be, y'all? Are y'all going to make it tougher for the ladies out there? The ones who've already been victims and the ones who unfortunately going to be a future victim? Come on, y'all. We can't do this shit again. Because it'll be worse this time. A lot worse.